Probably should have stayed in coaching, Rich, if I knew you were this excited. Our next honoree is Larry Hayes. There's a very simple thing. Without officials, there are no games.
That's right.
Without good officials, there are no games. That's right. Larry Hayes is a retired attorney and former general counsel at Curate Retail Group, a Fortune 500 company, I think in Syracuse, New York. He's a 1982 graduate of St. Lawrence University, where he played football and baseball. Then after graduation, he came down to our wonderful city and went to Temple Law School, where he graduated with his JD cum laude in 1985. He was the former director of the Pop Warner Little Scholars Program. While down here in 1990, he decided, I want to be an official. So he started to work in the Philadelphia Catholic League and the PIAA. In the late 90s, he went a step higher. He went to the FCS, or some of you know as 1AA. He worked the Colonial League, the Ivy League, the Patriot League. And then in 2013, he moved up to FBS, the American Athletic Conference, of which Temple, Memphis, and East Carolina are members. In 2015, he got the call to go to the ACC. So now he was in one of the Power 5 conferences. His career highlights, and there are many. In 2012, he worked in FSC, 1AA National Semifinal. He's worked the Cotton Bowl. He's worked the Army-Navy game in Philadelphia. He worked the Aflac Kickoff Classic, which is held at Labor Day in Atlanta, Georgia. He worked the Dublin Classic. In 2019, he worked the college football semifinal, Oklahoma versus LSU. And in 2023, he worked the memorable college football national championship between Georgia and TCU. He's lived in Philadelphia for 40 years, presently now moves between Naples, Florida and the Jersey Shore. His wife Lisa and he have 2 children, Catherine and Michael. I present to you Mr. Larry Hayes.
When I was on my way to the buffet line, I noticed everyone was asking Matt for an autograph picture. I'm super happy that management told everybody to keep off of the football officials so I could eat my meal in peace. Anyway, first I'd like to thank the Philadelphia All-Star chapter for recognizing me for this award. I'm both humbled and honored to receive it. They say the best officiated games are those you don't realize the officials are there. That is only inserting themselves when absolutely necessary. So as a general matter, we're not comfortable as a group with being in the spotlight. And that definitely applies to me. Second thing I'd like to do is thank my wife Lisa, who for allowing me a chance to work a game I love and staying engaged in what I think is the ultimate team sport. I couldn't have accomplished what I did without her support, sacrifice, and encouragement. And then to my children, who were always brutally honest with me when telling me how I could improve on the field. Funny though, my improvement was always linked to where I was working a particular football game. They would like to come occasionally, but they never seemed to want to come when I was working Starkville, Mississippi. But Miami Beach in November, they were certainly willing to do that. Third, I want to thank all the officials I worked with over the years who made me look good on the field. I was fortunate to work with many great college football officials. Yes, Jerry, I'm including you in that one. Like the game itself, football officiating is a team effort. With 10 people on a college crew, that's 2 replay officials and 8 on-field officials. One can't be successful without their leadership and help. Finally, if you look at my bio, you will see, and as I was being introduced, I'm a former lawyer and, of course, a football official. I can't think really what possessed me to get involved in what I think are the 2 most hated professions in America. Wait a minute, save and except a member of Congress. With my apparent death wish for a calling, I should have tried running for Congress, but I think I'm mostly unelectable according to most ACC former coaches and current coaches. So to that end, one might ask why someone would become a college football official. On a superficial level, it's certainly about being connected to a game, which I love, and it's without a doubt the best seat in the house. However, it's much deeper than that. It's about doing something that matters. Sometimes on a national level, which I've been fortunate to do, but also sometimes when it's just the parents, coaches, and players on the field. It's about striving to be perfect when you know you can't be. It's about anticipating what may happen when 22 bodies in an elongated sphere are flying around. It's assuming what may happen without anticipating that it does happen. It's about having your integrity on the line every time you throw a flag and hoping when you see the film you're correct. It's about gratitude, being part of something bigger than yourself, and more importantly, it's about trusting your fellow officials and them trusting you. I could go on, but nothing is more rewarding and will create deeper friendships and bonds than being with 8 guys on a football field on a Saturday afternoon. With that, thanks very much.